Iran's provocations. I'm wondering what you make of what Saudi Arabia has been doing and its recent moves in the region, including its execution of a well-known Shiite cleric and its move to dramatically increase oil production. Some say in an effort to drive down oil prices and force a lot of U.S. oil producers out of business. Sure enough, oil prices have tumbled. One brokerage house now is predicting a third or more of American oil producers and those heavily invested in fracking.
You what, son? I was ready to tuck you in.
Saudi Arabia and OPEC will be back in the driver's seat. U.S. energy player Carl Ham recently told me, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Do you agree?
Well, let me first of all talk a little bit about my experience. I served on the Defense Committee for 18 years, and by the way, one of the members of that committee was Senator Strom Thurmond from South Carolina. Let me also tell you that after the 9/11 attacks, Secretary Rumsfeld invited me to the Pentagon with a meeting of the former Secretaries of Defense. And in that meeting, I suggested we had a problem with technology, and that I wanted to take people from Silicon Valley into the Pentagon to solve our most significant problems. So I not only had the opportunity to go through the Cold War struggles in Central America, and even after 9/11 to be involved. With Saudi Arabia and oil production, first of all, you know, it's so critical for us to be energy independent, and we're getting there because of fracking. And we ought to explore, because, see, energy independence gives us leverage and flexibility. And secondly, if you want to bring jobs back to the United States of America in industry, low prices make the difference. We're seeing it in my state, and we'll see it in this country. And that's why we must make sure that we continue to frack. In terms of Saudi Arabia, look, my biggest problem with them is they're funding radical clerics through their madrasas. That is a bad deal and an evil situation, and presidents have looked the other way. And I was going to tell you, whether I'm president or not, we better make it clear to the Saudis that we're going to support you. We're in relation with you, just like we were in the first Gulf War. But you got to knock off the funding and teaching of radical clerics, who are the very people who try to destroy us and will turn around and destroy them. So look, in foreign policy, it's strength, but you got to be cool. You got to have a clear vision of where you want to go. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to suggest to you here tonight that you can't do on-the-job training. I've seen so much of it. A Soviet Union, the coming down of the wall, the issues that we saw around the world in Central America, the potential spread of communism, and 9/11, and the Gulf War. You see, with the Saudis, deliver them a strong message. But at the end of the day, we have to keep our cool, because most of the time they're going right with us, and they must be part of our coalition to destroy ISIS. And I believe we can get that done. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
There's much more ahead, including the fight against ISIS. More from North Charleston, South Carolina, when we come right back.
This mountain don't come free. We got to pay rent on it. I mean, our rent comes in blood.
Get them off that mountain. They're a family.
The harder we push, the tougher they are going to be.
We must protect this land.